good legislator for bringing attention this issue that affected citizens, students, youth of Iloilo yesterday. This has actually been a problem plaguing not only Iloilo, pero in the past few weeks, few months, students, dahil po ang mga nagiging target ng mga bomb threats na ito ay mga paaralan. It does not escape us actually that actually 2 days, rather nung Friday, ay may bomb threats din po sa UP Manila and UP Diliman. Itong bomb threat din po sa Iloilo, ang tinarget ay mga schools as exhaustively discussed by the good representative. And it does not escape our notice that it actually happened on National Students' Day. Noong may mga plano po ang mga paaralan, ang mga estudyante, na magsama-sama, ipakita, ipamalas yung kanilang nagkakaisang boses laban sa korupsyon at para sa karapatan, kalayaan na dapat bilang mga estudyante ay na-enjoy natin. I'd also like to take this time to share a personal anecdote where in 2024, last year, I was due to visit Iloilo Science and Technology University, ISATU. I am scheduled to speak to students about students' rights and welfare. While we were on the way, we received news that there was a bomb threat that was circulated among students, and it is very similar to the wording of the bomb threats that were issued or shared in Iloilo yesterday. They are alleging, quote-unquote, unfair treatment of students. They were alleging bias in admissions. But it does not escape our notice that during these times that bomb threats are issued, meron pong kaakibat na student activity kung saan mapag-uusapan ang mga mahalagang issue ng bayan. And ang effect, when there are cancellations of activities and classes, hindi po natutuloy yung event. At naaantala yung kakayahan ng mga kabataan, ng mga estudyante na magpahayag. My question to the good representative ay, hindi po ba chilling effect ang tawag nito? Hindi po ba may effect ito na may pagsagka at may pagsagasa ng freedom of expression and right to assembly when these bomb threats are issued, and ito yung naging epekto niya sa mga constituents?
Well, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, sa personal ko pong pananaw and with due courtesy to the Honorable Rene Co, ang epekto nito ay hindi doon sa right to assemble and right for freedom of speech, kundi ang epekto dito ay doon sa kalusugang mental ng ating mga estudyante, lalo na yung bago lang at hindi pa nakaranas ng ganito dahil nakikita mo yung takot at nerbiyos sa kanilang mukha. Dagdag pa dito, yung nervyos na yon ay nagiging kaakibat ng reduction in attention span sa kanilang mga pag-aaral. Nahihinto ang pag-aaral, ilang araw ang nababalahuba, at ang hindi maganda dito ay tila nagkakaroon na ng dudahan. And what I'm fearing is the fact that this is an unprecedented event na pasunod-sunod. Wala namang planong assemble, wala namang planong assembly, wala namang planong pagtitipon-tipon. But this is a regular class succeeding the series of typhoons that the province and the city of Iloilo experienced the past weeks. Kaya ang pananaw ko po, ang pinakamalaking dagok nito ay ang pagtanim ng kaba, pagkabahala, and distraction in the educational sector. But moreover, what boggles my mind is the fact na tila hindi na lang ito sa Iloilo. At narinig ko nga sa kagalang-galang na Rene Co na nangyayari na ito dun sa mga ibang lugar. Is this related to people trying to destabilize our country? Is this related to people trying to sow fear in our country and sowing distrust in our government? Kasi sa ganitong laban, ang kawawa, taong bayan pa rin, Mr. Speaker. Sa lahat ng away, ang biktima noon ay ang taong bayan. Kapag ang nanay at tatay ay nag-aaway, kawawa ang mga bata. Kapag ang pagkapit-bahay ay nag-aaway, nagiging magulo ang barangay. Kapag ang mga politiko ay kaliwat kanan nag-aaway, ang kawawa ay mga botante. And in this aspect, yung kaba na dinudulot sa ating mga estudyante at mga guro at mag-aaral ay kaba that is being extended to create economic slap and insult to our community and our country.
Mr. Speaker, I share the sentiment of the good representative on how this affects the mental health of the students. Nakakaba, no? And we are one with the good representative in condemning kung sino man ang may pakana ng mga sunod-sunod na pagkakaroon ng bomb threats to the detriment of the education sector. To go one step further, Mr. Speaker, some of the student councils of the affected schools have called this terror tagging because beyond also the bomb threats faced by Iloilo, such as, for example, the one faced by UP Diliman, UP Manila PUP, they were clearly linking the schools to quote-unquote hubs of recruitment and therefore kailangan silang pasabugin. Nakakatakot na mga rhetoric, lalo na sa mga estudyante na nag-exercise ng kanilang mga karapatan at kalayaan. And so, Mr. Speaker, the good representative, we will be filing a resolution in relation to the condemnation and investigation of these threats that are affecting the youth and the students. I invite the good representative and all other interested representatives to join us so that we're able to address this, nip it in the bud as soon as possible. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for your response, good representative.
With full commitment, Mrs. Speaker, I will comply and fully support the advocacy of the Honorable Rene Co. Maraming salamat sa ating kagalang-galang na representante ng Kabataan Party List. Maraming